Hi there, I'm KingJGrim, or the Game Games, whatever you prefer, and I've finally gotten to try out For Honor, one of the games I'm most excited about for 2017. When the game was in its alpha and early beta, I constantly watched streamers and YouTubers in hope that I would enjoy the playstyle and also be good at it, as it seems very methodical. So, what do I think? Yup. I'm in love with the gameplay of this game, absolutely in love! Before I go into why I really like it, I will quickly say what the beta holds, so that you know what I've gotten to try. I also would like to add that I played both on the PS4 and the PC, thanks to my friend Dave. And of course, the PC version felt better, not that the console version was laggy, but it didn't feel as, fluid, I guess. Anyways, when I first started up this game, I had to play through the tutorial, which shows you the very basics of the game, but not the advanced stuff that you can only figure out by looking at the game tips or watching other players' stream or YouTube videos, like the feints or the parry, which are probably the most important techniques you need to know if you want to become, average to good in this game. After the tutorial, you have to beat a bot in a 1 versus 1 duel before you can jump into the online. I'll admit I sucked the first time I played on the PS4, but after some matches, I quickly owned the computer when replaying that fight on PC. When done with that, you can play on one of 3 modes in this game. Duel, which are 1 versus 1, Brawl, 2 versus 2, or Dominion, which is 4 versus 4. All of these modes feel surprisingly different, even the Duel and Brawl modes, which is pretty much just duels without any objectives, like Dominion has. And it's because of the gameplay. You have 3 stances, or guards, that you can choose from. If you're holding left on the right stick, you can block all incoming attacks from that side, as long as it isn't an unblockable. You can also guard break your opponent, and from there throw them into dangerous stage hassles or go for a combo. Every character you can choose from, which are 9 in this beta, plays differently. From different combos to different character-specific mechanics, like the Nobushi has a hidden stance, making it difficult to know what direction they will attack, to my favorite, the Raider, who can pick up a fool and throw them into the pit of fire itself. Some characters also share some stance abilities, like Bleed. This is the most annoying ability ever. I just have to say, ugh. Some classes do feel more powerful than others. Of course, it is a skill-based game, but for example, the Peacekeeper has an amazing grab ability that takes tons of damage with the bleed effect on top of that, and it really drains your health ridiculously fast. But this will obviously be balanced as time goes on, hopefully before the game itself gets released. The main mode in this game is Dominion, which I previously mentioned was 4 versus 4, where the main objective is to get your team points up to 1000, because then the enemy players can't respawn. There are 3 bases which will give you points over time and when you capture them. And one of these bases is the main war zone, where there are tons of ads that can easily be swayed away by the power of Viking muscles. This mode is probably the most satisfying in my opinion, because here it is possible to get 2 versus 1 to even sometimes 3v1. And yes, it is possible to beat 2 or 3 players at once. Difficult as hell, but I have done it, with the help of the revenge system of course.
Oh, I just stayed dead then.
Dude. So, what do I like about the game so far? Well, as I said, the gameplay is amazing. Just the Art of War combat system is satisfying, having to read your opponents, making strategies on the go, and casting them into the fire.
Cast it into the fire!
The fact that every character is different is great, though I'm going to master the Raider because Viking. And that you can customize your warrior. Really like that. I'm also very happy that the 3 modes feel different, though I have to say that while I do indeed like these modes, 2 of them are still, while feeling different, the same. So I hope that they will add more multiplayer modes in the main game. We know that there will be a story, but this game is definitely a multiplayer game in its core. So what didn't I like? I don't have any major dislikes, and I have to make it clear that this is a beta, but I do feel that it is really slow in earning currency to upgrade your gear, to buy new loot or characters. Yes, there are orders you can complete, which is pretty much missions, but the steel that you gain from those are still rather low in my opinion. One thing that really can be a problem are the rage quitters. Yes, when you become good at the game, many will throw their controls into a wall, and this is the beta, which probably means that there will be more when the game gets released, and I hope there will be a consequence for raging. One thing I'm more unsure of than anything is the war asset system. After every battle, you will earn war assets that you can put out in the zones on the map. I don't know why you would do that, I don't know why the system is there, the game didn't explain to me aside from that the player base is split into 3 factions, but it seemed like it works mostly with the ones who played the game the most will win. I personally didn't care for this system at all, so I hope the developers will put more sense into it in the future. Like, give it some incentive to, you know, play it or care about it at all. So those are the thoughts for the game I'm really excited about. I have really high hopes for it, and I can't wait to fight for my ancestors to die in a glorious battle, allowing the Valkyries to bring me to Valhalla, where I will eat, drink and fight until the day of Ragnarok arrives, all for honor. Thank you so much for watching my little GameDisc video. It isn't as big or extensive as my other ones, but it helps me focus on other stuff after all of the stress-inducing work I had to do in my previous video. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I also want to put in an extra thanks to Dave, who gave me the beta key for the PC version, and he is an amazing lad. Thank you. Anyways, I'm KingJGrim or KingJGrim, whatever. I'll see you guys next time.